I don't have a countdown timer, so just wait till the end of the song. I'll be on. Y'all can't hear me at all. I've been muted this entire time. Can you hear me now? Please. Y'all can't hear me at all. I've been muted this entire time. Oh my God. Hold on, let me mute that. Okay, yo, we're having technical difficulties, but it wouldn't be a Pescator stream if you didn't have if I didn't have technical difficulties. What's going on, guys? Y'all can hear me now, right? 100% A-okay? One's in the chat if you can hear me. Then I'll give it a clap. Oh, I'm just trying to get my shit situated. Yes, okay, 100%. All right. We can hear you. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Did y'all have a great Friday night? Man, I'm telling you, I woke up this morning and I saw that PWR crash out. Oh my God. It was fucking hilarious, bro. Come on. And I bet, did anyone see the stream that he did on Kick that got him to kicked off? He might see that because I went back and watched it. And whoa, buddy. Oh, and I will say this too. I'm a little under the weather, so my throat's a little sore. If I have to hit mute to cough, I'm not going to cough in the mic because I'm not like DSP. In fact, right now, hold on a second. Let me mute the mic. See, I have to mute the mic whenever I do that. But where's the VOD? What VOD are you talking about? Can you not? Oh, the VOD from Hits. Oh, it was deleted from Kick. Was entire his entire channel was deleted from Kick for doing drugs. And what's up, Tiger King Rex? Excuse me. Yeah, it was deleted. Everything, his entire channel was deleted. I went back and tried to find it and I couldn't find it. And then I watched his stream that he had on YouTube right after the fact. And he was sitting on there crying, oh, why did they had all this money? And then he went crashing out saying, all the DSP detractors, which I don't really consider myself a detractor. I'm just like a traveler. I enjoy different communities. And yeah, it's on Kiwi Farms. I downloaded it. In fact, I don't know if it's still up on Kiwi Farms because I went to look at it earlier, look for it earlier, and I didn't see it on the thread. So I don't know if the person that had it up there took it down or what, but I didn't see it on the thread. So we're gonna watch as much as we can of that kick stream because I've downloaded it, and there are certain parts I know I'm not going to be able to play on YouTube. I'm just not. So I'll have to either, I don't know, pause it and let the audio play, but it's a lot of the video is just him sketching out over like a 20-year-old wrestling match, doing cocaine and booze and dancing around without his shirt on. And at one point pulling his fucking pants down on camera. So it was a good time by all. Oh, I did want to ask, do y'all want me to use my regular V2 avatar, or do y'all want me to use the DSP one? It's up to y'all. I really didn't plan on doing this stream at all, which is why it's so fucking scuffed. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's so crazy. It's such a wild crash out. And I mean, there were a lot of people that knew he was going to crash out. Dash Fire, he's been covering him for months. Big ups to him. That's where I've been getting a lot of my working on the weekend. Yeah, we have Biblio Harris. I'm jumping in like a fan on this one because all morning I've been watching this drama play out. And yeah, Phil's brought me out of retirement. That gave me a little bit of a boost on some things. But today we're going to be talking about PWR, which, oh my God, y'all. Lord Diaz, the man of the hour. Here we go. Big up, pimp. We're going to be watching his video here in a minute and going through it. He did the solid of editing out all the swears and all the bullshit, the in-between bullshit. So big ups to him. He also has the video from last night when PWR called into RTU stream. He has RTU side of it. In the kick stream, it was PWR side of it. So we'll take a look at that too, as much as we can. And let me get this off. Big ups, Lord. I appreciate that, Lord Diaz. You're a man of the community. You're a detractor of detractors, my friend. Only the best, yes. Well, I don't know where we need to start. Do we need to start off with just the videos that got him banned? I think that's what we need to start off with. And I'm going to try my best to censor stuff, but I'm a little rusty with everything. You know, I told y'all before, for the last 6 months, I've been building a house, getting ready to build a house, including buying the land and all the stuff that comes along with it. So I need to get back into the swing of streaming, and I thought this would be a good way of kind of just stretching those old muscles. So let's go ahead and start with his crash out stream from Twitch. I mean, Kick, definitely not Twitch. He would have made a minute on that. I'm almost positive this is it.
Let's take real calls, bro. I'll take real calls. I'll take real calls, bro. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the next one.
Okay, we got
Hold on a second. This is not it. I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. All these don't have names. I just pulled them up. Video file. Where's the one where he was dancing like a fool?
Hold on.
Yes, this is the one.
I got my shot, Michael Fine.
Let me get rid of the...
No, they're fucking genius. You think that I know how to take advantage of the DSP detractors? They know how to fuck the DSP detractors. That's the honest truth. They know how to fucking take every cent from these fucking detractors. Like, they're smart. Especially PP. I don't know much about this Ashton guy. I really don't. I know Ashton. I've had brief conversations with him.
Hold up. Yeah, the drug use footage. I'm not going to get him doing it. You could see it. I think you could, in the very beginning, you can actually see. That's what I wanted to show was, y'all see right?
Hold on.
There. And there are different parts where this is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to skim it. because he does all this wrestling crap. And yeah, there's another. There's him going down on the table. All right. Big lines. White lines. What else do we got here? I'm trying to find that one part where he starts. Ooh, that's the one. Yeah, this you can really see it in this one, but he went all out for this one, folks. Look at that. On stream, on Kick. I mean, I know that they'll put up with a bunch of shit on Kick, but I mean, damn, boy. Look at that. I mean, that's I don't do cocaine, but that looks like a lot of cocaine to me. Either that or I thought maybe this is Xanax because he was talking about the Xanax part. But I mean, let me, can I zoom in on that? I don't think I can zoom in on that one. Let me see. Big up party time pimping. Look at this. Wow. He got them big things. Let's see. We're going to scrub it a little bit. I wish I had some background music. Next stream where I cover someone sketching out and crashing out. Background music. I swear. And maybe I should move my my emblem right out from over it. I don't know if I can do it now. But yeah, look at this. He's chopping them up, boys. Chopping them up. I mean, how dumb do you have to be to show this, to have your name, to have your social security number, all your information on a video, on a stream where you were doing this? You know, you might have to stream forever now, bud, Alex, because I don't know of any job that actually takes you into account for maybe, you know, you're going to hire you. I don't think a lot of them are going to be like, oh my God, search your name. What's the first thing that pops up? Kiwi Farms and this crash out. I mean, far be it from me to shit on another person's fun. My only thing is, probably don't do the drugs on stream. You want to do the drugs? Do the drugs, man. I work with Gundam. I'm me. I don't care about people using drugs. I'm laughing over the fact that this guy actually, not only did he like start the stream off by showing a big pile of white powder, but he's playing with it for like for 45 minutes. Talking, bullshit, back and forth. I'm not going to play this video because his voice annoys the fuck out of me. And it really is taking everything that I have in my being to not punch the screen whenever he's talking. This is just being real. You know, you feel me? Just being real. And then, yeah, let's see if we can. Yeah, he just sits there, camera on it the whole time. And then he acts surprised. He's like, how did I lose my fucking kick? I don't know, bud. I don't know. So anyways, oh yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Darth Cactus does bring up a pretty good point. At least he didn't play with, quote unquote, DSP play with it after he did a bunch of this cocaine. Because I thought you do a bunch of cocaine, you just want to fuck something. This guy's talking about, well, I'm not going to go there because I don't think he's a homosexual. I mean, a heterosexual individual. I think it's a little bit more homosexual than heterosexual. That's just me. Where else we all do? Cambascus 87. Hello. Nice DSP avatar. Oh my God. That's hilarious. All right. Now we're going to go into when he called. Get rid of here. Now we're going to go into when he, there I am. We're going to go into one he called RTU. And this one is going to be courtesy of Lord Diaz. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. Go throw him a sub if you haven't. Guy does great with clipping the detractor verse. And let me pull this to the side. Okay. I'm getting back into it, guys. It's like riding a bike. It's like working out after 20 years of not working out. You know what I'm saying, DSP? There we go. There we go. Again, this is from friend of the channel, Lord Diaz. We're going to go with the RTU, where PWR calls in. PWR. Whoop. Why is he calling indeed? Hold on one moment. We're going to get this a little bit bigger. There we go. Perfect. Now, if there's echo, let me know. Because I haven't had time to calibrate a lot of things. I just jumped on this fucker all of a sudden because I was like, I got to talk about this PWR shit. It's just too funny. It's too funny because you could see it coming from a mile away. I mean, this guy, excuse me. Excuse me. This guy was found an inn after was it when Gundam went on Kino Casino, and they were talking about different dents from the DSP universe, and I think that's when he got brought up and brought into the ether, and rode on, and he kind of rode that wave a little bit. He rode that wave a little bit, and at first, to be quite honest, aside from his voice really annoying the fuck out of me, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun little side quest type of thing where this guy would get some attention, and be like a few other people and be happy with the kind of, I almost said Ortiz, Johnny Ortiz, everybody, what's going on? With the kind of money, maybe to get out of his house. And come to find out, he's saying that's all not true. He's saying that he jumped into this world right fresh out of rehab. He's got an apartment. He's got this whole backstory where he is King Snake, and he snaked all the detractors out of every bit of their money. And side note, if you think $30,000 is a lot of money for basically destroying your reputation, destroying your resume, destroying your image. I mean, this guy didn't have much of an image. He had gone back to school at 25 in Canada. So he's trying to say, I'm pretending about being a simple jack. I don't know if I believe that, but I believe he was playing it up a lot. But let's go ahead and listen to the call that he did with RTU last night.
Hello? Hot young dude here. How are you?
How are you doing, bro? How are you doing tonight, bro? It's
Yo,
Friday night.
Let me know if it's too loud or anything, because I need to know.
What's up, man?
I'm doing all right, living the dream. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Listen, I am watching Shawn Michaels. I am watching Undertaker, and I am just...
And let's not forget, at this point, I think this is probably a little bit after midnight, and he is zooted to the gills. It's echoing like a mother. One second.
Chilling out with my audience. How are you doing, man? Todd, let's have a quick conversation here.
Okay, I'm ready to have a quick conversation with you. What's going on? I'm actually, I know it's crazy. I'm actually streaming too.
Listen, I want to ask you.
Is it echoing now?
Because we're like, okay, I'm an original era dude. You're an original man. You fucking paved the way. You made a career. You did your thing. Like, honestly, man, I was the fucking guy in the bed watching, like, Angry
Okay,
Nerds
it's better
and
now, right?
DSP when you were doing your thing. But we're talking about DSP here. We're talking about Phil. We
Biblio Harris, are you getting any more echo now?
both love Phil. We're both fans of Phil. I have been a fan of fucking Phil since 2011, man. You're a fan of Phil. Just admit it, honestly.
I'm a fan. Yes, no, I'm a fan of Phil. I won't even hide that I'm a fan of Phil. I'm a fan of Phil for the reasons he doesn't want me to be a fan, but nonetheless, yeah. So yes.
I get that. I get that.
I think
That's
it's my
100% true.
I think it's my headphones feeding y'all can hearing them through the mic, actually. I think that's what it is, because if I step away from here, let me see if it gets any echo.
I just want to ask you, man, cause you have, and I'm not sucking your cock. I am like, man, you have had a successful career. You have made the money on the YouTube, going with that original RTU reviews and stuff. When did you first find Phil? Like, when did he first get on your radar? Like, when did you?
All right.
Yeah, well, PWR's audio is all
Sopa and Pippa.
PWR's audio is pretty fucked up because it's coming through the phone on that side. But what I don't want it to happen is a double feed of the video through here. But hey, it's a work in progress, everyone. Please give me a little grace. I'll get it better. I promise. It's been fuck y'all. It's almost been like a total year, and I've only streamed maybe 2 times in the last year or so. Is it better on my end? There's no double on my end. So I just want to know if it's echoing bad now.
So those were like internet bills that would have really screwed over YouTube. Phil's video on that got a bunch of views. And I found Phil. And at the time, I didn't know Phil was a fucking lunatic. So I was like, all right, cool. This guy's advocating for those bills are terrible. He's letting people know about them. I didn't realize Phil was Phil until, I guess, 2014.
2014. Dude, listen to this. So I was literally in a shitty life situation, man. And
see, this is when the realness comes out, because he's going to start now that he's been kicked off of Kick, that he's probably ruined his entire life with this bullshit. He's going to have to come back to streaming, and he's going to sit there and say, oh, either I grift. Well, he's gone with the I've grifted everyone. So we can't really go that route now. And he's kind of gone with the I'll slit your and put different things in people's bodies in order to make them not alive. Also not great to do on YouTube or on Kick for that matter. But yeah, Gribiskman, what's going on? Yes, he is very annoying. Very annoying. And that's why it's a struggle to kind of get through this. Yeah, yes, his career is definitely over. 100%. Oh yeah, and I'd like to remind everybody, we do have a goal here. And the goal is not really anything that needs to be done. It's just fun. At $25, we will go with what did Phil used to call them? The glasses, the shooter glasses. I can't even remember the name of them now. Anyways, we go with glasses at $25. At $50, we put on a vest. The last stream, we actually made it to the vest. So that's one stream where we made the gunner glasses. Thank you so much. It was right on the end of my tongue. Gunner glasses. Gunner glasses. $25 for the gunner glasses, $50 for the vest. We already had one. The last stream, we did make it to the vest. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. But It's all for fun. Remember, I'm not asking for anything. I don't want to sit on here and beg. If you're having a good time and you want to show everyone you're having a good time, give some subs. Otherwise, let's get back to this.
Found Phil, and I was like, this guy's giving me comfort. Like, oh my God, this guy is cool. You know, this guy is playing.
This dude's drugs, he must have the best drugs in Canada. If Phil was giving him comfort, this man gives me comfort, then bro, I don't think you need to worry about lady ass anymore, because I think you're gay, dude. You're gay. And I'm not against gays, but don't push against who you are. If you like men's, be with men's. And by the way, side note, he is really pouring his heart out to Rich right now. And you could see on Rich's face, this is why I wanted to watch the Rich version of the call. Because the PWR version is just him sketching out being a fucking cokehead. But on the Rich side, you actually get his face, because Rich doesn't understand that this dude is zooted from the fucking floor up. So after a while, he gets it. After a while, he realizes that this dude starts talking shit on his daughter, a bunch of other stuff. He'll get it after that, and he'll be done with it. But I guess he was just entertaining this fool for the time being to see what kind of content that he could farm off this fucker.
In New Vegas, you know, this guy is like playing the new releases he's playing. And like, I'm just trying to remind these fucking Gen Z broccoli cuts, bro.
Gen Z broccoli cuts, bro. Now, this is, you can see in some of these mannerisms and some of these phrases that he says, like how envious he is of some people. And to tell you the truth, if he would have just kept up with the whole Simple Jack routine, he probably would have been able to do this for a lot longer. But if you're not accustomed to playing a different role outside of yourself on stream, eventually the real person is going to show through. It just does. You can't be on stream for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day and not have your real personality come out. That's why everyone used to say, oh my God, if Phil is a character, it's one of the greatest characters to go down in internet history. Well, he's not a character. That's just who he is, you know. But it's such an exaggerated version of what a regular human does and how a regular human creator interact, you know, how they interact with other people. He is so far away from that people assume that it has to be an act. I remember when Keem came to me right before he went on with the interview. No, maybe it was like a few months before the interview he went on with DSP. And he was asking me realistically, he's like, is this guy fake? Is this a troll? You know? And I said, no. This is who he is. It's who he's always been. You know, it's the same guy when he jerked off in 2016. It's the same guy that made Pippa Sopa Bad video that hit the algorithm and gained him a couple 100,000 views. And now he talks about it like Al Bundy talking about scoring the winning touchdown in high school. Yeah, Lawson, you can't fake it for that long. You can't. You know, maybe if you were somebody like a YouTuber that did edited videos, it's a lot easier to keep up that character because you don't have to do it live. Doing a character live in a play, and you know, something where the time that you're doing is the only time that it can be done. 4 touchdowns in a game, exactly. The time that you're doing that is relatively short, you know. But if I stayed on here for 6, 7, 8 hours, pretending like I was a nice, happy person, I guarantee I couldn't make it through like the first hour without talking shit or speaking on, you know, a situation that I got to interject myself in just because I find it interesting. Hold on a second. Excuse me, I had a cough. One of the other reasons why I might be having echo to Biblio Harris is I haven't sound treated this room yet for echo itself. So you can almost hear it in the mic. Watch this. Oh, day-o, daylight come and me want go home. See, my throat sucks. So I got to get it de-echofied in here as well. Yeah, that is kind of what happened to Boogie. Boogie wasn't live, but his Francis character held up till like 2017. And then when we all figured out that he was banging pros, you know, by the boatload, putting their fucking kids through college, then it kind of made our image of the man change. You know, not to say that the Francis guy is better than the Boogie now. I think they're both shit. But at least with the Francis guy, he didn't have to like smear mustard and, you know, hit shit with axes and have cops called on him because they think they're having a breakdown. He made money without having to do all that. But now he's been on the internet for so long, and streaming is now the number one form of content for YouTube. I feel that edited videos on YouTube is almost like TV. And the real, if you want something real life, it's live streaming. Whether it's IRL, whether it's panels, whether it's just reacts like I'm doing here, whatever. This is where the real internet comes to hang out. You know, that Mr. Beast kind of edited stuff has its place and still makes a lot of money. But even in PWR's rant about losing his Kick channel, he laments that, oh my God, I lost, you know, $500-600 from Kick because YouTube wasn't paying shit. Why is that? Because YouTube's ad rates are trash now. Francis was funny before you figured out it was an act. I put that ahead. But, you know, back in that time, back in that time of the internet where you could go out and buy an expensive piece of electronic and then hit it with a hammer over and over and over again, and millions of people would watch it and they'd laugh and they'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody broke an Xbox or a PlayStation that was worth $400. The ad rates back then were fucking amazing. So yeah, you might go break that Xbox, that PlayStation 4 for like $400. You had to go buy it at the store, $400. But fuck, you would make like 15,000 in ad revenue. I mean, that's how angry Grandpa built the empire. Was busting up shit from Walmart. Yeah, old YouTube was definitely a different world. Pre-adpocalypse, maybe I'll tell y'all my adpocalypse story one time. Not today, but one day I'll tell you. But pre-adpocalypse, you could get, not a lot of people knew what the ad rates were back then because actually YouTube used to get pissed off at the higher end people. They would say, they wouldn't say, they weren't allowed to say how much they made a month. Now, after the apocalypse, no one really fucking cared. But pre-apocalypse, they were really stingy about the numbers because it was a pretty good, well-kept secret from like 2012 to 2016 that you could make a fucking shit ton of money as long as you kept it to yourself and as long as you made content that was able to be what we call evergreen. You know, it's not topical. It's not for today. It's for any day. So 1 million views might, you know, get you about, I don't know, $10,000 to $15,000 for 1 million views. Now I think the ratio is a little bit more closer to 1 million views gets you less than $5,000. And what I mean less than 5,000 is you could have shit ad rates. Like before I got with Gundam, he had shit ad rates. He would be at like $5 to $9 per thousand. And when I brought him to LFM, they got him like $25 per thousand. So it was like almost triple just doing that. But he could make 5Gs by, you know, 1 million views, 1 million ad views, not video views, ad views. But yeah, you'd make like $5,000-$6,000. Oh, thank you, Biblio. But look at Biblio Harris always trying to bring up my spirits. Thank you so much. We'll give you an applause line for that one. Thank you. Soundboards abroad. Yeah, 1/3. Basically 1/3. So overnight, you know, when the adpocalypse happened, overnight, that was cut in half. And for a while it didn't even come back. Because I remember right before the apocalypse is about the time where I started getting into working around Drama Alert, but I didn't start working for Drama Alert until the beginning of 2017. Excuse me. So right when the apocalypse hit, I remember that Keem did this thing where he was not going to put ads on the videos to save ads for other creators. If y'all could believe that, look at what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Keemstar, Daniel Keemstar, said that he wouldn't run ads on Drama Alert because he wanted other people to have those ads. And at the time, Drama Alert was making, you know, 1.5 million views a video. So we're almost talking about $6,000-$7,000 a video. So he didn't take ads. I remember Scarce didn't take ads. A few other people, and that what I really respected him for doing that, because at the time there were a lot of people that were smaller creators that had just gotten to 100,000, 75,000. 100,000 is basically the point where you could start to be doing this as a full-time job if you have that kind of turn, if you output that enough. So excuse me, it's gonna be coughing away all night long. Normally if you did like 100,000 subscribers and you could make $1 million, 1 million views a month, 1 million ad views a month, then you could make $5,000 and you could live, you know, a growing lifestyle with that. So during that time, 2017, that's when I fully jumped into doing online content, whether it be producing stuff in the back, you know, in the back end, news team stuff, whatever. I just really didn't want to be on camera. That was the one thing I knew about doing YouTube. I was like, I just don't want to be on camera. And back then I also didn't want my voice to be heard because of my accent. So I was able to find a place for myself doing that kind of work, and I liked it. But I don't even know where this came from, where I went off in this rabbit hole. But yeah, pre-adpocalypse rates were great. You could make a lot of money. YouTube didn't like anyone telling about it. But of course, you know, you had people like Phil that as soon as they saw that you could make money being online, where it was just like, you know, just ram shit spam videos down the throat of the algorithm every fucking day. But, you know, he didn't innovate, and look where he is now. Let's get back to what we're actually trying to do. See, Lord Diaz, see? Lord Diaz would be someone that I'm looking at. Okay, let's put it this way. I look for up-and-coming creators. I look for a few things, okay? I look for interaction from the viewing audience. I always look at the comments whenever I'm researching someone. I always look at their output, how many videos they put out, whether they're doing live stream, stuff like that. Also, if you're going to be either on camera or on voice, there is such a thing as having a creator voice. So that's another thing I look at. And branding, like if you're able to understand the subject of just branding yourself, making it different, making yourself niche, because you don't want to be that guy that's like Phil, that's like, I'm a variety content creator. I do everything. I do everything shitty. You know, you don't do everything shitty. You do a few things great. Lord Diaz did an excellent job editing these videos and getting them out so fast, because this guy made this stream not even like 6 hours ago, 12 hours ago, maybe, who knows, but editing it out, the swears and the not safe for YouTube stuff, primo. Now it can be shared all over. And that's the name of the game. Getting your name, eyeballs on your name, getting it out there. And sooner or later, if you're good enough, it'll hit somebody with influence and they'll be able to, push you that much further. So, yeah, look, great job. Great job.
One point he did have fucking relevancy, man. The dude has made fucking money off the YouTube. Regardless of what these fucking duty streams with casino, whatever they want to paint him as. Just up to you.
Oh, and Tiger King Rex Carter brings up a very good point. Have I ever looked at channels under 100,000 that are clearing 100,000 a year in super chats? 100%. There are channels out there that have less than 10,000 that I've seen make in the $250,000 a year off super chat range. It's kind of hard to judge super chats because that is on a scale that you can't, I don't care what DSP says, you can't expect crowdfunded donations at a rate that you can like ad revenue. I say I make a million views, YouTube's going to pay me an amount that I pretty much know. But if I do 10,000 stream views and someone jumps in and throws, $5,000, then you're looking at that and you say, well, you did the exact same outcome for both. 1 million views, $5,000, 10,000 views, and one viewer that enjoys your content enough to pay you that much. Now that is rare. It's rare. But look at Rich. I will tell you right now, Rich, when he started doing the streaming during COVID kind of more than he was doing the edited videos, he found out how much money he could make because he was actually I think highest he got was he was 40th in the world on super chats for like the years of, I think it was 22 to 23. It was prior to him firing Jay. So he would have those streams where he would have like 13, 14, 1,500 people and would clear $2,000, $3,000 a night. In the 4 years that Playboard was open, taking stream chat total, super chat totals, I think RTU made $100,000 a year, every year. Boom, boom, boom. From 20 to 24. This year, he might be a little bit off, but I can guarantee it's going to be close to six figures.
I don't know if they're paying.
Let me know that dude, you've been a success in you. Let me know that at one point he was relevant.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone's questioning that, dude. Yeah, he was relevant, but as much as I hate Kino Casino, Lord knows. Well, yeah, but their takes on him are accurate. Yeah, like he is, but yes, he was relevant at one point. He was, but he squandered all of his shit, going all the way back to when he would fight his audience to even stop using a fucking camera to film his videos.
Oh man, that is fucking crazy to think about. The fact that he was so far behind on the modern landscape that which, you and myself do now is fucking crazy. But
this whole modern landscape talk that he does, it could have been an interesting branding operation to, like that. And that's what I thought it was. Like at first when PWR had jumped on to the scene, I found one of his talents were taking those call-ins and how quickly he could just respond. But we know now that's because he was high on fucking coke. He was zooted to the gills on Corey Feldman the entire time. Because look at what the guy's saying. I got out of rehab. I went straight to trying to grift for money. I made amazing money off these people. Do you think he spent that on rent? I don't think so. That was a lot of cocaine on the table for just like, I mean, a pile of it. So most of the time, I think he was high streaming. That's my opinion. But I mean, it's going to come. It's just going to come back. It's going to come back. I'm glad that he finally dropped the act and showed what a piece of shit grifter he is. So everyone can now jump, everyone can now be on the same page as, yeah, he's a piece of shit grifter. There were people that, like myself, saw it from the beginning. Lord Diaz, Dash Fire, Duty, Snort Hogan, a couple of the other pimps. There were a few people that called it from the jump, just because they've been in this game for long enough, like me, and they can see these people coming from a mile away. If you get all of a sudden this attention, a lot of the times that's great. You can capitalize off attention. I ain't shitting on anybody for that. But what he did was he took the attention he got and threw it right back in the face of the people that gave it to him. And if there's one thing you need to understand about being a creator online, is don't shit on the audience. Just don't shit on the audience. You can shit on yourself. You can shit on other creators. You can shit on the platform. You can shit on everything. Don't shit on the audience. The audience are actually giving you their time, which is more valuable than money. So at this point, I'd like to thank everyone that's here and watching this stream. If you could do me a favor, though, and hit the like button, it'd really help, because I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. It's really depressing to see the numbers where I was before I left to what they are now. But I would appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up. Can I get my arm up to make a thumb? Damn it. I can't. But yeah, just picture my arm going up with a thumb. Thumbs up, fuckers. All right, let's continue.
Fact is, man, like the fact that he had such a built-in audience and was unable to transition to what the people wanted at the time. I mean, Rich, like, when were you? Because you did I watched the documentary. You know what the truth is, man? Okay. I do give you respect, because out of everybody I've dealt with, you actually did call in and we had a little back and forth. But I did my research.
Rich's face is fucking priceless. Look at that. Look at this shit. Ooh, where'd you go? I'm going to give you the whole screen. Here, check this out. Ooh. Damn it. Get out of here. I got to, hold on a second, guys. Do one thing. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Zoom. Because I want to zoom into Rich's face for this. I think it's this one.
And regardless of what people say, they want to say this shit like you blinded your daughter and all this shit.
Ooh.
Find any fucking evidence of this shit. But I did find that.
Look at his face. Look at his face. As soon as he said that, oh my God. Rich knows that this dude is he's about to crash out. He's in the middle of a crash out. Literally in the middle of a fucking crash out. Hold on a second. I got to refresh this.
Why is PWR?
Hello?
Hot young dude here.
Hot young dude there. Okay, let's go back to where. There we go.
True. I just want to ask you, man, cause you have, and I'm not sorry.
Oh, I
got a bunch of views.
Here we go.
And I found Phil. And at the time, I didn't know Phil was a fucking lunatic. So I was like, all right, cool. This guy's advocating for those bills are terrible.
Let's get the part where he was.
I'm just trying to remind these fucking Gen Z broccoli cuts.
Because you could see the difference. You could see the difference in his face whenever the conversation turns from, oh, we're goofing around like two hot bros, birds, all that kind of shit. Until he mentions about his daughter's eyes.
So that at one point he was relevant.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone's questioning that, dude. Yeah, he was relevant, but as much as I hate Kino Casino, Lord knows,
Yeah.
but their takes on him are accurate. Like yes, he was relevant at one point. He was, but he squandered all of his shit, going all the way back to when he would fight his audience to even stop using a fucking camera to film his videos.
Oh man, that is fucking crazy to think about. The fact that he was so far behind on the modern landscape, that which, you know, you and myself do now, is fucking crazy. But the fact is, man, like the fact that he had such a built-in audience and was unable to transition to what the people wanted at the time.
I always enjoy someone that started YouTube 2 months ago, giving another YouTuber that's been there for like 20 years or just the fucking chat, tips and tricks on YouTube. We're really the only reason why you're here, bro, is because Gundam and the Kino Casino thought that you were so weird and such a DSP dent that they were just like, look at that fucking thing. So, yeah, your career is based off people pointing and laughing. So why is that a problem now?
I mean, Rich, like, when were you? Because you did the original. I watched
Willie.
the documentary. You know what the truth is, man?
Okay.
I do give you respect because out of everybody I've dealt with, you actually did call in and we had a little back and forth. But I did my research, and regardless of what people say, they want to say this shit like you blinded your daughter and all this shit.
Oh, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Oh, shit. He did not like that one. He did not like that one, y'all. He didn't like that. So at this point, he knows, you know, this PWR fool is just fucking, he's fucking around. Totally felt it. We need to get I need to get an asset that comes up that slaps on the screen that just says felted right across the top of the screen.
Evidence of this shit. But I did find that at one point you did have success. That originally you did.
This is just undercover shitting on them. It's undercover roasts. Because he calls up, he's like, look, man, I can't make my voice that high, so I'm not going to make that impression. Look, man, you had success once, right? Remember when you made money? Remember when you had respect? I mean, come on, bro. Come on. Rich, why didn't you shit on this dude?
Did come forward and you had success. But I'm interested in asking what separates you from that other 3-lettered brand here. Like what?
What? Oh, DSP. I was like, 3-letter brand? The only, what? Like 3 letters. What 3 letters could describe PWR? Let me think. Rockman Raiden. Oh, sorry, guys. Rockman Raiden. He not only did he fall off, bro, he fucking fell in to the shit.
What was it from you that was able to recognize the transition that he wasn't able to make compared to what you have made?
Well, but trust me, Lord knows I've made some fucking mistakes. But because Phil,
We all have, brother. Like, I am literally here doing my Andy Worski on the air, talking to you. We've all made our mistakes.
was that?
Just go on with it.
Phil just does. He doesn't understand Phil, probably because he's a severe narcissist. He doesn't understand that you could say you've changed. You could say a bunch of things, but if you haven't, people see it.
Yes.
That's true. Now that's true. That's one of the reasons why DSP has such a horrible life. is because you can sit there and tell everyone around you, I've changed, but I've changed. You can do all that sing and dance, but it doesn't matter. Other people have to say, wow, he has changed for you to actually be considered change. I'm sorry. That's another one of DSP's narcissistic traits, the entitled single only child thing. Whereas like mommy and daddy were just there to tell him what a special, sweet boy that he's been all his life. And Phil, you can't do wrong. Phil, you're so smart. Phil, you're valedictorian of a class of 25. Phil, you can go anywhere you want to, even Harvard. Whoops, they don't allow white people in Harvard. Oh, well, sorry, Phil.
And Phil is never wrong. The thing, like his ego will never die. There's a saying.
Oh, look who it is in the chat, everybody. For a super fan, friend of the channel, Ivana 7107. What's going on, dude? Gris Gibbon, you also have to actually change. People like Phil exert more effort trying to control the narrative than they actually would be being a better person. Exactly. He wants to appear changed. He wants the facade to appear changed. This is all branding. This is all marketing. But the problem is Phil shares his life. And in order to change your life, he had to do a bunch of different shit. I got to commend him for actually working out, if he is working out, but I don't think he's working out. Not for real. And if he really did care about his wife, he would get her some help as far as the weight loss is concerned. But I don't think he cares about her, rather more than she's just the maid, there to cook a few rancid meals and clean up. He needs a mommy. He wanted a mommy. He got a mommy. But we're not talking about Phil and his mother issues. We're talking about PWR and his mother issues.
Called ego death. Phil's is invincible, which is a problem for him.
Oh, and don't forget the goal is still in effect. 25 for the gunner glasses. Once we hit 25, it's gunner glasses. Or once we hit 50, it's a vest. Anything over 50, I'll do whatever we decide as a goal. But I figured I'd stream a little bit today on Saturday since I don't have anything else going on. It's amazing. It's the first time in weeks. And I've been wanting to hang out with everybody. So we'll just figure out if we ever finish watching the PWR bullshit, we'll move on to something else. I know Luwick World Order is doing some great DSP AI videos that I'd like to check out here in a little bit, but we'll just play it by ear.
That's crazy, because you know what the truth is? When I came into this whole PWR thing, I was really ready to celebrate him again. Man, I was a fan back in 2010, 2011, and I was like, over the years, I was like, man, I'll check back in.
Imagine being Phil's fan 15 years ago.
Give him some bits on Twitch or here and there because I support it. And when him and Aston started doing the smart guys, I started donating again. That's how the whole PWR thing, because I wanted to support what I believed in. I was like, man, Phil is doing what I want. He's talking wrestling. He's embracing it. But the truth is, man, you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't know if you're streaming. I'm streaming. He does not respect his audience, man. He literally is like Gene Simmons fucking doing the,
So when you came into the limelight because of when you came out and kind of displayed your love for Phil, was that genuine?
Yeah. Okay, here I will sit in front of the fans right now. Here's what I'll say. It was genuine, but the truth is, dude, I was and it's no secret, I was just at a fucking rehab, man. And the truth was, I had nothing, no friends, no girlfriend, no nothing. And Phil, to me, was somebody that I kind of felt I don't know, a kinship with. I was
Gay!
Like, man, like everybody fucking hates this guy. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking come out and be like, fuck you all, you're all pieces of shit. I like this guy, you know, and I'm gonna come forward and I'm gonna be like, you know what, fuck all you pieces of shit. Like, and I donated the money. And I was like, man, like, I want him to talk wrestling.
Yeah, Pixar. We've already seen the first one when he mentioned his daughter, and we had this close up on his face where it changed. Trust me, when he starts getting into the coke rambling, we'll go back. Right now, Rich is enjoying, somebody shitting on Phil.
Again, I want him to do the WWE.
Whoops, let me take it.
And then actually, that's where me and Ashton had heat, because I was like, Phil's gonna talk wrestling, but Ashton was turning it into a fucking circus show, and I was pissed off.
You mean he was making it entertaining for the masses that don't tune in to talk about a fucking wrestling show? The only reason that anyone cares about having DSP Phil Burnell on anything is to shit on him, because he keeps himself so tucked away in his bubble, denying reality, not facing anything, not confronting anyone, but still shit talking on the side, that it's a literal event when he decides to speak live to another human being. And most times, it always shows just how infantile DSP is, and his understanding of the very profession, the industry that he's involved himself with. I mean, it's so frustrating to be someone. I'm not even talking about myself. I'm just talking about in general. It would be frustrating for other creators to spend as much time, effort, care that they do in order to, actually creating content, to just have some jerk off boomer come in and start going herd dirt, and people throw money because it's funny. Yeah, Pixar, again, great point. He's that yapping dog behind the fence that craps itself when the fence is removed. Exactly. So that's why everyone always tunes in whenever it's an interview style interview with Phil, because he just doesn't speak with humans. I 100% believe that most of the people in his chat are bots. Some of them are just fucking AI detractors now. Like, I've heard of guys that go and create AI chat bots to throw in his chat so they'll just talk until they get banned. I mean, what the fuck? You don't understand the difference between real and fake because you spend so much time talking to people through a computer that when you actually speak to someone, quote unquote, face to face, you literally can't pick up on any of the social cues, anything. I mean, whenever Phil does an interview, it's always about talking about Phil through that person. How did you find out about me? What do you think about me? You can ask me any questions you wanted to know about me. I mean, come on.
And that's when
we all know you're a bot, Willie.
The PWR character was born. Rich.
So the whole thing with,
and that's the other thing. Oh, we're to the part. I got to stop going in because it's going to mess up everything. Go back a few seconds. This is the part where RTU figures that he is Jade's got to be real, right? Jade's real because we can actually we know who Jade is. We've seen a picture of Jade. But technically, and I'm not trying to be insensitive here, Jade is probably more machine than man. So are we really talking about, a 100% humor or a bot? I'm just joking. It's jokes, everyone. Calm down.
Character was born. Rich.
So the whole thing with, pro wrestling reality, like the no wife or no ass thing, that was all a facade?
No, because his YouTube channel was created 4 years ago. It was called Pro Wrestling Reality. It had a bunch of wrestling shit on there before any of this stuff happened with the Keno Casino. So I think this is a little bit of cope hear from our homeboy Alex Watts.
No, I haven't, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I commented, and I'm gonna be honest. I rated that, like, Rich, you came on the air with this woman who showed her tits, and I rated her a 3 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest. I rated a 3 out of 10. But dude, I have not had sex. I have not been late. I have not had a girlfriend since 2013. That is like 100.
We believe you. We believe you, PWR. You don't have to convince us on that part. Any woman would have fucking jumped out of a 4-story building listening to you. Yeah, he is. He's high as a kite right now. He's got that coke jaw going on. He's coke talking where there is no period to these sentences. They just keep going.
100% the truth.
100, you okay? Hey man, God bless you.
No, I mean it is a challenge, and I mean the truth is, I mean I love streaming. I love what I do here. I mean we're watching wrestling. I'm snorting some Andy Worski here. I'm snorting some Andy
Nugs. Prove me wrong. Nah, I've seen some scripts that people could do doing that. It's funny. I don't think that there are bots like the names of them, but eventually we're gonna be in that. We're gonna be in that territory.
Oh, why are you putting nose candy up your nose, dude? What are you doing?
Oh, wait a minute. I missed the good part. Here we go. This is when he admits he's doing coke.
Why are you putting nose?
Why are you doing it to yourself?
Streaming. I love what I do here. I mean, we're watching wrestling. I'm snorting some Andy Worski here. I'm snorting some Andy.
Oh, why are you putting nose candy up your nose, dude? What are you doing?
Well, we don't know what that really is. I'm just saying some names here. But no, I just wanted to call you because, you know, I'm going to say this, and it sucks because I have a lot of fans that don't like you. I did. You know what the truth is, man? Dude, listen. I did a whole I spent a whole night, up all night, researching you. And I could not find any actual evidence in this shit that people say.
No
shit. You blinded your daughter. Can you speak to that? We haven't.
Whoa, buddy. Damn. I don't want to use PPP's ad libs, but damn, that I got to give that a whoa, buddy. Look at that facial expression change. Look like Sydney Sweeney on that interview the other day with the GQ woman, where she just looked at him. Damn, bro. Damn. Oh, PWR put him in the ground before he got off the call. No. Oh, snap.
The audience here, dude, like, honestly, can you speak to that? Because that is the truth, man. I didn't know about you, man. I knew Phil. I did not know RTU. But I had all these people that were like, oh, RTU blinded his daughter.
Again. No. Damn, boy. Why? You put him in the ground. No.
All right, great conversation.
Yeah, I know. Imagine getting felted by PWR on the way out the door. He's in the middle of crashing out, and you allowed this man to felt you. Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you say something, bro? You were sitting there playing nice dude with him or whatever. You know, this dude isn't a fucking buddy. This dude called to shit on you. He said you blinded your daughter, which I don't want to talk about it. Because, I mean, it kind of is a little weird that the medication did that. If Rich would have, like, gouged your eyes out, then sure. But the medication issue, I don't know anything about that. And I don't want to talk about anybody's family. But allowing him to say that shit on your stream 3 or 4 times and not doing anything except hanging up the phone. I mean, come on, bro. Rich, come on. You should have hung up the phone when the dude that scammed you and robbed your bank should have hung up on him. But you decided to engage with him. Why didn't you decide to engage with this dude? It would have been hilarious. Dude's in the middle of a fucking crash out. He is high on coke, Xanaxes, and drinking, all of it. And you're not going to say nothing? Come on. Come on. Anyways, that's the end of that. Okay, let's take that down. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Center that out. And what else we got going on here? Hold on a second, guys. Let me get straightened back up.
PWR?
All right. What else we got? What's the next? How's that doing that? The next order of business. Did I see Ames' video of him saying that he king snaked everyone? Yeah, we're coming up to that. Excuse me. Lord Diaz actually made an edited version of it that shows the chat and kind of cuts out all the filler. I was wanting to show the portion of last night's crash out on Kick where he started dancing around without his shirt. And we're going to go all the way up to the point where he pulls his pants down in front of the camera. I'm not going to show that. But I did want y'all to look at the naked dance party that probably was one of the other reasons that he got him banned on Kick, got himself banned on Kick. Okay, so if I wanted to do, say, a new video. Okay, I think this is it. Hold on, yeah, this is it. Let me take this down now. So I wanted everyone to see. We'll get to the part. See, most of this stuff is just him playing wrestling. Look at him in the corner down there. He's so happy. He's play wrestling. You know, look at him. He's making all kind of wrestling moves. He's just in his element. Look, all night doing this, getting high on cocaine and acting insane. PWR, you better watch your speed. Look at this dude. Now he's getting naked. Look at him.
Right now.
See, this is all it is. It's just him dancing, acting like he's Shawn Michaels for the audience, dancing around. Look at him just dancing around. Look, you do the wrestling moves. He's got the wrestling moves. Look at him go. I can't show this because the WWE, they'll copyright the fuck out of this shit. But yeah, did he cut his head doing this shit for real? Maybe if I pulled that down and we could just kind of have it playing in the side right there. Whoop. Get me off of the side. I wish I could zoom in more on him. But yeah, look, he left. He went to go do some more coke. He'll be back in a second. There we go. Now he's back. Look at him go, y'all. Look. Little man. He's having the time of his life playing around. Playing like he's a wrestler. Look, he gives the finger shake and all that shit. Check that out. So anyways, this is what he was doing last night for a few hours. Just crashing the fuck out. It's like, God, bro. you might need a woman in your life, or a man for that matter, but you need somebody to tell you that at 35 years old, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. Damn. It's tough, guys. It's tough out there. I mean, just noodle armed and beer gut. Very DSP. Yes. Yes. I need to, that's what you need to do, Lord. If you want my advice of making another video, just take out his cam. Take out his cam, blur out the doing the drugs or whatnot, and the cursing. But this section where he's dancing around without his shirt, this would make a hilarious video. Because look at this. And you could put music behind it, you know, like clown music, like, you know, and he could just be sitting there dancing to fucking clown music like the clown he is. But look, he just continues. Just look at him. Peak content. Yeah, it's an interpretive dance. It's an interpretive dance. Also, your tats suck. What is that on his chest? Can anyone tell me what that is on his chest? That big shit stain? What is that? I can't tell. It looks like somebody tried to do the Punisher logo, but ended up just doing like the top half of like Captain America's hat. His helmet. I mean, come on. You know, and then he does this for a lot longer. I mean, seriously, y'all, it's like 15 minutes of straight just writhing around. I mean, yeah, could somebody tell me what kind of tattoo that is? Or what that is? Is it a skull? It looks like half a skull. But I don't know what the other tattoo is. So, yeah, it couldn't be me. Why do all these locals love taking their clothes off on camera? I've never understood that. I mean, Rich does it for money. He actually has a goal where you get money for doing that. Whatever. But this guy right here, he's just doing it for the love of the game. Then we come up to about this part where I wanted to show everyone right before he starts taking off his clothes. Yeah, now this is where he gets real randy. You know, both men are laying on the mat. Look at him. He's imagine him laying him on the mat. I'm going to get on top of you. Look at him. He's on top of him. He's going to hug him down. Get on top of him, PWR. Wrestle him down. Make him feel your breath on the back of his neck. Look at him go. Look at him looking at Shawn Michaels. I wonder if that's how he comes. He's got a picture of Shawn Michaels holding him down. Looking just in grappling, wrestling men's. All these wrestling men's. Oily men's. He's just wanting it bad, but he can't get it. So anyways, where's the part? Yeah, we're coming up. He sits there and just does all this bullshit. I'm not going to show you much more of this, but look at him. He's begging like he's really acting like he's Shawn Michaels in this old match. And then right after, look at him. We got the finger pointing. I mean, science does need to investigate what wrestling does to the dented mind, because I think it's so much fantasy world and it's so well constructed. I think it provides the dents with like the actual blueprint of how to structure a fake life. You know what I'm saying? Everything in my life is based around what I learned through wrestling. And that's how most of these locals that enjoy wrestling live their life. You know, Ralph's a big one. Ralph sits there and will blow up everything on the account that he thinks it's wrestling promos or whatnot. Look at this guy. But you can't live your life like that. You can be entertaining. It's entertainment. But you can't live like that. So yeah, he had a fun night last night dancing around. But I thought this was the part. I'm not going to show all the part, but he pulls his pants down. But trust me, he pulls his pants down and shows his ass.
Can you believe that the Shawn Michaels?
Just
Yeah, look at him dancing around like a little F slur. Wrestling. This is wrestling. Look at him go. Just chug a lug. That frame is a painting right there. Look at that's peak male performance, y'all. Peak male performance.
Just 96, baby.
Oh. Looks like we're down. Hold on. We back up? Are we back up? No.